Okay, before Dr. Shruti starts, I request rest everybody else kindly keep yourself on the mute. I think some disturbance is happening. So please ensure that you are on the mute apart from the speaker. Everyone, thank you.
Okay, good morning. My topic is old still the gold, comparative study of 3 DCR techniques. No financial interest. Dextrosistotinostomy, which is a standard procedure for the treatment of acquired nasal lacrimal duct obstruction, in which we create anastomosis between the lacrimal sac and the nasal cavity, and thereby bypassing the occluded nasolacrimal duct down the stream. My aim of study is to compare the external DCR, the endonasal endoscopic DCR, and the DCR with the sac implant in cases of chronic dacrocystitis due to the nasolacrimal duct obstruction. Study design is a prospective interventional study done in the eye and ENT OPD of MGM Medical College, Indore. All the patients with NLD obstruction who came to the ENT and eye OPD within the age group of 18 to 70 years were included in my study, whereas the patient with acute condition, the post-traumatic bone deformity, the fibrosis, malignancy, or any bleeding disorder were excluded from the study. All the participants which are included in the study underwent the complete anterior segment evaluation in the slit lamp. Regurgitation test was done, lacrimal sac syringing and probing, and the routine blood investigation, imaging studies, dacrocystography, X-ray PNS, all and ENT evaluation was done. Then the patients were randomly divided into 3 groups. Each group contained 20 patients. All the 3 groups underwent respective surgical procedure, and after the procedures, follow-up was done on the day 7, 15, 30th, and after 3 months. The first group underwent the standard procedures of external DCR, endoscopic DCR. The DCR with the implant group, under the local anesthesia and without nasal packing, skin incision and exposure of sac were carried out, which is similar to the that of conventional DCR, except the incision size was kept small and the MPL ligament was not cut. After the exposure of the sac, a vertical 4 mm incision was made on the anterolateral wall of the sac. Then a mastoid gouge of 3 mm diameter was then passed through the opening of the sac to perforate the posteromedial wall of the sac, the lacrimal bone, and the nasal mucosa all together, and entry is made into the medial meatus. This newly fashioned ostium was then painted with 0.04% mitomycin for 3 minutes. The sterilized implant is then mounted on the introducer and is introduced through the anterolateral opening of the sac in the nasal cavity. The wider portion, that is the portion which contains the haptic, lies in the cavity of the sac, and the surgical wound is then closed in the layers using 6-0 Weitler suture, and syringing was done. The result I obtained is the demographic data shows the maximum incidence seen in the 4th decade. There is a female preponderance of chronic dacrocystitis in all the age groups. The incidence of intraoperative complication, that is the excessive bleeding and the difficulty in localization of sac, is seen less in case of endoscopic DCR when compared to external and implant DCR. And the postoperative complication like periorbital swelling, periorbital pain, the epistaxis was nearly same in all the groups except the suture abscess, which is not seen in endoscopic DCR as it is a sutureless surgery. The anatomical success rate at the end of 3rd month was achieved in 90% in case of external DCR, 80% in endoscopic DCR, and 95% in case of implant DCR. There was no statistically significant difference regarding the anatomical success rate, and the p-value is 0.3644. The demographic data and the complication was in correlation with the studies done by the Doyman et al. And the Duke Elder. Whereas the duration of surgery, the average duration of surgery was more in external DCR with mean of 74.5 minutes in comparison to endoscopic DCR, and which is 74.5 minutes and 28 minutes in case of implant DCR. This is statistically significant by using one-way ANOVA test with the p-value of 0. In our study, the external DCR had a success rate of 90%, endoscopic 80%, and 95% in DCR with implant with p-value of 0.364. Although it is the difference was not statistically significant, yet reported success rate in the literature correlates with our study. So my conclusion is endoscopic DCR has an advantage of no cutaneous scar, less intraoperative bleeding time, also simultaneously allowing the correction of any intranasal pathology, but it is having some disadvantage like expensive instrumentation, risk of complication of anesthetic drugs, whereas the implant DCR has an advantage over both external and endoscopic DCR due to less post-operative time, short learning curve, and long-term patency of ostium. also having advantage over external DCR like small incision size, less intraoperative bleeding, no requirement of nasal packing, no cutting of MPL. So my take-home message is, although success rates of all the surgeries are comparable, so the choice of surgery should depend upon the patient preferences, availability of resources, and surgeon expertise. Thank you.
That's a good study, Dr. Shruti. Tell me one thing, after you have put the implant, do you suture the sac wall back?
Sac wall, yes, ma'am. We have sutured the sac wall, the anterior medial wall, which we created 4 mm incision. And then layers, in the layer we have sutures the mucosa and the muscles.
Okay, what are the complications with your implants?
Ma'am, what I have used is a modified implant. Before it was like expulsion of the sac, the infection, chances of infection because it is a foreign body kind of, but in the modified one, small holes were made. So the granulation tissue and all the things made it to the fix to the sac. So the chances of expulsion was less in what I have used.
And the material, what is the material of
silicone, ma'am?
So even the previous was same, right?
Previous was also silicone, ma'am, but there was no holes.
Why do you say that the granulation tissue is less with the modified as compared to the previous one? What could be the reason?
Ma'am, it's not like granulation tissue is less. The holes which is made on the implant, there the granulation tissue just inserted so that it helps to restain that this thing implant. Also, the haptic is they are present in the modified one, ma'am.